Good morning. Doing a quick little update here on the possible winter storm that could be impacting the Tennessee Valley. This is not what I normally post, and again, I do want to reiterate that this is not for the Gulf Coast. This is not for Mobile. No impacts expected along the coast. This is for the Tennessee Valley, southern Middle Tennessee, and North Alabama. Let's start with the winter storm headlines. What we know: a significant storm system is going to impact the U.S. and perhaps a winter storm for parts of the southeast. For Huntsville, areas around Huntsville, heavy rain and a mix of ice and rain are possible at times throughout this weekend. It is still uncertain what we're going to see more of and what we're going to see most of, but we do know some heavy precipitation is going to be falling throughout Friday night all the way until Sunday morning. What we also know is it's going to be very cold. Early next week, we could see a couple days with lows below 10 degrees, especially if we see much snow to our north over Tennessee. That will just allow those temperatures to drop even cooler. So be prepared for some very cold mornings early next week, and if we see some ice, we could see travel impacts all the way into Tuesday, so just be aware of that. What we don't know is what kind of precipitation we're going to get. As you know, a few days ago, we were talking about maybe potentially some snow over North Alabama and southern Middle Tennessee. That does not appear like it's going to happen. As of right now, the question is, are we going to see mostly rain or mostly ice or a mix of both? And again, this is as of Thursday morning. Do not let this be the last time you check for a forecast update. This forecast has changed a lot over the past 2 days, as you know already, and will continue to change until it starts Friday night. So please keep checking back to trusted broadcast sources, WAAY, WHNT, the Alabama Weather Network, reputable places to get your weather. Not Apple Weather, not Snowbird Bob's Facebook page, places you can trust online, and the National Weather Service as well, places like that. What else don't we know? Well, what we don't know is if we get a wintry mix, how much ice could we see over parts of North Alabama and southern Middle Tennessee? That number will vary depending on where you are, and it's going to be very tough to say until the event starts. The last thing we don't know and don't know yet is how impactful and how long impacts could last. If we see snow and ice, how long is it going to stick around and how much are we going to see? What we do have right now is a winter storm watch in effect for all of North Alabama, southern Middle Tennessee, in effect from 6 p.m. Friday to 6 p.m. Sunday. This will likely be upgraded to a winter weather advisory, or perhaps an ice storm warning for some of us probably tomorrow morning, or early Friday morning, sometime around then we could see this upgraded. This is for ice accumulations of up to or between 1/4 of an inch and 1 inch of ice, sleet accumulations of up to 2 inches, and this could be impacting all of us here. Don't expect these things on the right to happen, but this is a potential of what could happen for us across North Alabama and southern Middle Tennessee. The winter storm watch just means we know that winter storm is likely to occur, but we don't have the confidence yet until we get within 24 hours to issue a warning or a further notice. Here's the radar. This was last night, about 1:35 a.m. We see some rain showers ongoing south of Coleman. These have drifted even further to the south as this cold front has moved through the Tennessee Valley. This has left us with a cold day, and I know this says tomorrow, but this is for today, this afternoon. We'll see temperatures in the 40s, cloudy skies. It's just going to be cold, and it'll almost have that feel of something coming this weekend, something wintry coming this weekend. Just a cool, dreary day throughout most of the day Thursday. Friday is when this thing starts to move in. Here we are at 5 p.m. and again, you see most of us dry throughout the afternoon and evening hours on Friday. It's overnight, Friday into Saturday, that this could begin to start. See here at 10:30, we see possibly some ice moving into areas of northwest Alabama. Places like Florence, Muscle Shoals, Russellville, you could be seeing ice as early as 11 p.m. By around 1:30 p.m. or 1:30 a.m. Saturday morning, could see some of that ice moving into the I-65 corridor. Places like Huntsville, Fayetteville, places to the east and along I-65 as early as 1:30 a.m. on Saturday morning. So this is when things start to change. This is Saturday at 5 a.m. and you may notice some rain falling over parts of northeast Alabama. This warm air is going to be pulled up from the Gulf and moved up into our area, allowing for some of that ice or sleet to transition back to rain. And you can see areas off to our west, well, they're staying all ice over places like Florence, Muscle Shoals, Athens. But eventually, throughout the day on Saturday, as that warm air will win the battle against the cold air, most of us are expected to transition, at least briefly, to a period of heavy, cold rain Saturday afternoon. And again, this could change. This is as of Thursday evening. This is just what we're thinking right now. So again, check back because it is possible that just a few degrees could separate this from being rain to ice for all of us. Same for up here in southern Middle Tennessee. This is ice right now, but a few degrees difference could mean it'd be snow for places north of Fayetteville. So just, again, keep checking back. This has changed a lot already, and it's also possible that we see rain throughout this event. So please keep checking back for updates. As we go throughout Saturday evening, could see a brief dry period before some of us may transition to a lighter mix of ice, rain, sleet Saturday night into early Sunday morning. So let's talk about what type of precipitation we're going to see and when. So this is what we're expecting right now for Friday morning. These areas in pink, I would expect you to be mostly ice late Friday night into early Saturday morning. This could be sleet, this could be freezing rain. And that would be most of the Tennessee Valley in these areas shaded pink. Now, for Coleman County and Marshall County, it is possible that you could see mostly rain even Friday night. That's why you're outlined in green right here. And it is possible that some areas of these counties could see mostly ice or could see some light ice accumulation. So again, this is not fact. This is just our best guess right now. That right now it could be mostly rain over Marshall County and Coleman counties, while areas to the north could see mostly ice. As for Saturday, though, that warm air, as we talked about, may win that battle, and a lot of us could transition to rain. That would be all of the I-65 corridor, Athens down to Coleman, Huntsville, Gunnersville, Moulton. You could be seeing mostly rain Thursday or Saturday afternoon. These areas in light blue, that could be rain, maybe a few ice pellets mixed in. No accumulations Saturday afternoon, but just some rain, maybe some small ice pellets for places like Fayetteville, Winchester, Scottsboro, down towards Fort Payne. And these areas in pink in southern Middle Tennessee, they may possibly stay ice all throughout the afternoon on Saturday. As for Sunday, as that next round of rain moves through, this would likely be Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon. Areas west of I-65 over Muscle Shoals, Florence, Muscle Shoals, Russellville, Pulaski, it is possible at this point, this is our guess right now, that it could stay mostly ice and transition back to ice throughout the afternoon and into the early evening hours Saturday night into Sunday morning. While areas in blue, you will stay with mostly rain, and again, those ice pellets may be mixing in, maybe a brief transition back to all ice at the very end of the event, but our most significant accumulations are coming Friday into Saturday morning. So how much ice are we talking? Well, this is a look at one of our forecast models about how much ice we could see. Freezing rain accumulations through Monday morning. And these look like small numbers. 1/4 of an inch in Scottsboro, 0.18 inches in Huntsville, 0.24 inches in Moulton, 0.3 inches in Russellville, 0.34 inches in Red Bay. But these are fairly significant when it comes to freezing rain, because a 0.3 inches of freezing rain is solid ice that can freeze the trees, cars, roads, and it could cause some slippery travel, especially Friday night to Saturday morning, and maybe again Sunday night into Monday morning, and maybe lasting all the way until Tuesday morning as well. So keep checking back for updates if you have anywhere to be Monday, Tuesday, and for businesses, things like that. But just know that a lot of us could see at least 1/10 of an inch of ice, which is enough to leave a glaze on your car, on your mailbox, on the road, on the trees. Just be aware that we could see some light freezing rain accumulations throughout the area. Snow, again, we talked about this, not looking good if you're hoping for snow over North Alabama. To see any significant snow, you're going to have to go north of Interstate 40 in Tennessee, places north of Nashville, places like Clarksville, Bowling Green, Somerset, Kentucky, Middlesboro. Just not expecting any snow anywhere close to the Tennessee Valley at this point. And maybe some significant snow. If you see the pink colors, that could be feet of snow over parts of the Ohio River up near Louisville, Cincinnati, places like that. But that's for us locally, again, no snow. This is the other thing we talked about, is it's going to cool down a lot behind the system. Again, here's our system moving through Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If we see 28, that would allow us to see some of that ice, freezing rain, maybe even some sleet. But look at Monday morning and Tuesday morning. Low temperatures as cold as 13 degrees and 8 degrees. That'll allow any melting that goes on through the day, Saturday or Sunday, or any of that leftover rain to freeze into solid ice or black ice Monday morning and Tuesday morning. And just that dangerous cold that we're going to want to leave pipes dripping and maybe even see wind chills even colder than those temperatures. So again, just to wrap everything up, we have a significant storm system impacting the U.S. that could bring wintry conditions in North Alabama. Not expected to be as high impact as we expected a few days ago, but still an impactful system nonetheless. What we don't know is how much ice or rain, or if we even see any ice this weekend. So again, please keep checking back for updates, Broadcast TV, National Weather Service, trusted sources, places like the Alabama Weather Network, Way 31 News, WHNT, places like that that have actual degreed meteorologists. Don't be checking Apple Weather, the standard app on your phone, or Snowbird Bob's Facebook page. Not a good place to be getting your information from, as they don't really know what they're looking at, and they're going to change drastically every 30 minutes. So again, please keep checking back for updates from reputable sources. Thanks for watching.